Hi, this is Lauren Fogelman at ExpertSportsPerformance.com, working with highly driven, motivated athletes on being cool, calm, and confident under pressure. Today's topic is Inspired Athletes Strive to Break Records. Do you have a really big challenge that you're taking on, one that stretches you beyond your comfort zone? In order to really do that and step up to those really big challenges requires inspiration, something that drives you and motivates you. But there's also something that gets in the way of most athletes where they just come up against that wall and it stops the momentum and the progress. And that's when they want to know how to make things happen. Wanting to know every single step along the way, all the things you're supposed to be doing in order to get from here to there, slows down your progress. Because there's some things you just haven't figured out yet, you haven't had those experiences yet, you don't know what to anticipate. Instead of focusing on a how, focus on your big why. Why is this personal? What's your purpose for doing this? What's the meaning behind why you're taking on this big challenge and you're willing to be uncomfortable? That's what you want to connect with. And when you do that, and you take those actions and they have personal meaning for you, the how is going to show up. You just have to have trust and faith. I want to talk about an athlete that inspires me. His name is Erik Weihenmayer, and Erik Weihenmayer has done some amazing things. He's gone ahead and climbed the 7 highest peaks in each continent. He's done ice climbing, solo skydiving, paragliding, and now he's training to kayak down the Colorado River. Any one of those feats by themselves is something that takes a lot of courage and is inspiring. But what's different about Erik than everybody else is he's blind. He can't see the information ahead of him, what's coming up, what's around the corner, what lies just ahead. He's challenged in a way that most of us aren't. And in fact, going down the Colorado River right now has been one of the biggest challenges that he faces because he can't read the rapids ahead of time. He doesn't know where the dangers lie. And he's dependent on someone else to help be his eyes and guide him along the way. In fact, it's the adversity and that level of difficulty that really inspires him to do what he's doing. I want to show you the special qualities needed that athletes have to really go from where they are now to take on those big challenges and connect with their vision and have that success. The first one has to do with innovation. There's some things that maybe you just haven't done yet. In fact, if you have a big vision, I know you haven't done yet. But you have to be open to looking at things in a new way in order to be able to reach your vision and be able to work through those obstacles. One of the things with Erik on his training for the Colorado River is he has to be able to communicate with his guide in the kayak in front of him, the person who's his eyes and ears. If you've ever done any river rafting, you know that going down Class 5 rapids, it's really, really loud. The noise can be thunderous. So they've actually had to be very innovative on how to create some new equipment so that Erik can get some easy, quick instructions to avoid the dangers. Because if he gets in the dangers and he rolls, he can't see it happening, and he has to be able to roll out as quickly as possible. So not seeing a roll happening can really catch you off guard and mess with you a lot. It's really uncomfortable. So in order to have that communication, they've had to be able to build some new equipment and be able to find out how to really effectively communicate with each other, bottom line. Afterwards, invested. The bottom line is that part of what he is really interested in doing is he's vested in showing other people that it's your mindset that has the limitations, that hold you back, that get in your own way. That when you think that something's a problem, it is a problem. But if you're looking for the ways to overcome the challenges, then the solutions are usually there. So he uses the fact that limitations can actually be your leverage for success. What is it that you see as a limitation? How can you maybe be invested in getting past it no matter what, and be able to use it to boost you towards your big vision that you have for yourself? Next, instructive. He wants to show people as a role model, as example, that we can get out of our own way And by sharing his story of trauma, struggle, as well as the challenges that he's faced, he's able to inspire other people to get out of their own way too. In fact, it's his transparency about his story of how he became blind and the challenges that he's taken on along the way that has allowed people to put themselves in his place and look at what they're facing so they can get out of their own way and be able to strive towards reaching their full potential as well. So he does a big part of what he does to be instructive and showing people that, yes, it is possible if you want it bad enough. Next one, interact. He goes ahead and he talks with his team, his supporters, and his audiences about his failures. It's not something that he's ashamed of or hides behind. He shares them because by bringing in many minds with a vast range of experience, he's able to get the insights to maybe change things around, try things a little bit differently, just shifting or tweaking it a little bit so that he can turn those failures into successes. In fact, he believes that permission to fail is the only way to succeed. Pretty cool, huh? You have to fail in order to succeed. If you were able to embrace that, how would that change some things for you also, taking away the judgment around failure? It really reframes everything from a negative to a positive. And that's the big part of that mindset piece that Eric wants to teach other people about. So here's your challenge. Who's your role model that really inspires you to step it up in a big way? That really shows you how your limitations can be used to leverage yourself for success. And that by tackling those things, they actually boost you to be able to rise up to the challenges and take those next steps necessary. So think about who inspires you, how they inspire you, and how you're really ready to get out of your own way, get that success mindset in place, and get some new records for yourself. I'd love to hear what inspires you. Please go ahead and share a post. Tell me what you took away from this training. And click on the likes button, please. Once again, share a post, click the likes button. If you're interested in my free video training series on the 7 essential steps to high performance, go to my website, expertsportsperformance.com. Put your name and email address in the upper right-hand side. Immediately, you'll get the first video in the training series. My mission is to help you be able to stay cool in the heat of the moment. Lauren Fogelman, expertsportsperformance.com.